Hey, this is Dave from Systematic Investors Group, and I just wanted to cover off on a very cool upgrade to Alera Portfolio Manager. I was pleasantly surprised at some of the updates that have been going on. Here is Alera Portfolio Manager. This is my test version running. I've got a production version which is doing real trades, and I have a test version running. I'll show you the test version today. The level of development with Alera Portfolio Manager since I was a beta tester has been quite amazing to say the least. You can see here all of these strategies here that I'm testing in paper mode, and some of them I'm running live. All the GD ones are stand for Google Drive, and they're actually pulling files directly from our website, and you can see the signals that come up here, and they get updated every single day. But what I wanted to show you today is a bit of a jump. It's really cool, and I felt the need to share it. So you can see here. Here's a number of different strategies, and now what's been added to the strategies. I mean, you've had the strategy log that tells you what's going on so that you can troubleshoot if you have any issues. You can see the portfolio that's running with each strategy. You can see any trades that have gone off on that given day. This strategy doesn't have any, but you can see the supercharged momentum trend, which is a free strategy that we offer at Systematic Investors Group that you can use with Alera Portfolio Manager. You can see it will tell you all the trades that went off that day. So, but the other cool thing that I wanted to really show you today is this new feature, which is the P&L sheet. So when you install the new version and you run the new version, it starts collecting data on your strategy so that you can track the performance of your strategies on a day-to-day basis, as long as you leave the software up and running and you're using the fully automated version, the highest end version. So it will show you, how the SPY has been performing, and it'll plot the P&L on a day-to-day basis. And you can see if this has only been running for a couple of days, but as this goes forward months and months and months, you can see it's developing your equity curve. So you can see what the performance return is on a day-to-day basis, what your allocation is, what your daily P&L is, total return, etc., versus the SPY. So this orange line is going to be the performance of your benchmark, which is the SPY, and then the blue line is going to be the strategy you're running. So if you look at, let's look at just a couple of other strategies. So you can see here, this is the Gary's NDX momentum strategy from Mountain Trading. Very cool. We're starting to get data on this. You can start, and you can run this in paper mode and start tracking the strategies to see how they would do in paper mode, and just kind of follow them for forward testing or paper testing. So yeah, this is really cool. Something that I wanted to just to let some of our members and people in the systematic community know about, because I think it's a major enhancement to the software, which up to today has been less visual and more nuts and bolts, and just beautiful at portfolio management. Like you can see, let me just get a strategy that has more things in the portfolio. You can see it just manages portfolios really well. So, and very seamlessly, for your trading. But for example, another awesome thing that's been added, aside from the P&L graphics, so that you can track your equity curve over time and your performance over time. And I'm sure there's going to be more of these kind of enhancements. But you can also get a quick look at the issues that are in the ticker symbols that are in your portfolio. So for example, if I come over here to my supercharged momentum trend strategy and I click on one of these symbols, what it's going to do is it's automatically going to pull up a chart in trading view, and it's going to dump the entire contents of my portfolio here. You can see all the ticker symbols in my portfolio. I'll just arrange them alphabetically so they line up. but it'll dump all of them in the watch list here. So that allows you to just quickly, come over to your strategy and say, okay, well, what's happening, what's happening with this strategy, with all the stocks that I have in here, and you can just click through the charts quickly to see what's going on with the actual charts in that strategy. So that's a very cool way just to quickly get a visual of the stocks that are in your strategy. So these are two pretty cool new tweaks that have been added to and enhancements that have been added to Alera Portfolio Manager that I'm pretty excited about. I mean, I really like. I'm a visual kind of person, and I like the graphs. I like being able to track my P&L, my equity curve on a per strategy basis, and I think a lot of other people do too. So this was one of the requests that I know I put in, and I know others put in the community, and the team at Alera has just done a great job in meeting and exceeding our expectations. So that's awesome. Now, if you're interested in getting this, whether you just want to paper trade it, or if you're actually one of our members who's running the software, or maybe you're not one of our members at Systematic Investors Group, but you're with Alera Trading, running your own strategies. How you get this is just go over to the products page at aleraTrading.com, click on the products. You can scroll down. Well, if you actually click the products, it will scroll down for you. Click on register and download. I'm already pre-registered here. So you can see this is version, wow, they've actually released another version since that. So this is the one I'm showing you is version 3.1.2. And they've got a brand new version out, 3.1.3, which has improved backwards compatibility. So you can see with 3.1.2, well, you'll download 3.1.3 and it'll include everything that these versions do. But what we're focusing on here is from version 3.1.0 and up. So they added the P&L tracking and strategy priority. So that's another one I didn't mention. I'll just jump back over to that. They added total exposure to the column in the P&L table. They added the ability to view charts for tickers. So let's just take a look at the other features. So total exposure to the P&L chart is this figure here. So it'll start grabbing your total exposure so that you know exactly how much you've got in the market. I just started running this yesterday, so I've only got 1 day of data. The other thing you can do with these strategies is just to give you a little bit of background, Alera Portfolio Manager is designed in this particular instance. If you're only running one instance, it will allow you to run all these strategies in one trading account. Now, obviously, there's physical limitations of running multiple strategies in one account. So Alera Portfolio Manager has been designed to not allow strategies to interfere with other ticker symbols. However, having said that, so for example, if you're short, let's say a stock like Apple, and another strategy wants to buy it, well, you can't physically do that in one account. And Alera Portfolio Manager will prevent those kind of mistakes from happening. It'll manage interference between strategies. Now, one thing that it also does is, for example, if you're, let's say, long, if you own Apple in, let's say, the squeeze breakout strategy here, and the supercharged momentum trend strategy rules and universe of tradable stocks actually wants to buy Apple, and you already own it, let's say in the squeeze breakout strategy, well, it won't let you do that because it'll run interference. Well, this new feature here, which is called what was it called again? Let's see here. Strategy priority. So strategy priority, what that does is if you give this strategy a higher priority in your settings, for example, if I say this has a strategy priority of 1 and all other strategies have a strategy priority of, for example, 2, then the higher strategy will in fact be able to take over that ticker symbol and start managing it and reallocate the position size for this particular strategy. So what it will do is it will move it over. It'll move that ticker symbol over to the strategy that you give higher priority. Unless you have them all the same priority, then it'll just work as it has normally done in the past. But it will take priority over that ticker symbol. It'll run it and it'll resize it according to the strategy allocation rules that you've set up in your strategy in the settings page. So for this example, I'm running 10% of the total portfolio. I'm running 20 stocks with 5% each. So what that means is if I've got a portfolio of $100,000, then what it will do is in this particular case, if my total account size is 100,000, it'll allocate $10,000 to this strategy, which is 10%, and of that $10,000, it'll break it up into 20 positions of 5% each. Okay, so if, for example, another strategy, if it takes over a ticker symbol from another strategy and it starts trading it, then what it will do is it will reposition that ticker symbol so that it's in the proper allocation and proper alignment. In this case, roughly $5,000 position size for that particular strategy. So it takes care of all of that in the background automatically. So these are some cool new features. And as you can see, I don't want this video to be too long, but as you can see, the rate of development just over the last year and a half has been pretty amazing. You can see, and it just continues to expand on that trajectory. It's kind of like we're seeing Moore's law in action here. So that's all I wanted to share with you all today. If you don't have the new version of Alera Portfolio Manager version 3.1.3, whether you're running a live account or whether you're just paper trading, I suggest you go ahead and grab that. You can use it for free in paper testing, or if you can upgrade your the version that you're already licensed for, so that you can start collecting this data, and you can start seeing what your equity curve is looking like versus your benchmark over time. So I hope that helps. If you have any questions, you can reach out to me, Dave, at systematic-investors.com, or reach out to the team over directly at aleratrading.com. So I hope you like this, and we'll look forward to seeing you in a future video. Bye for now.